Hello there, my name is Ben and welcome back to Play the Game Central. Today we're going to be talking about something rather naughty that has been occurring on YouTube, and it comes in the form of something shit called CSGO Lotto. Now, you've probably heard all about this, so I'm probably not the first person to tell you about this, but if I am, then I'll keep it brief so you can bet on this website as to what skins you're going to be getting in CSGO. Really cool. Amazing. Kind of shit at the same time, but in fact, no, it is just really shit. What the fuck is wrong with people? Seriously, who the fuck is doing this? What IQ do you need? Like, is there a maximum IQ, and if you reach that maximum IQ, you're not allowed on the fucking website? I don't understand how this works, but there's some really slimy, terrible... Actually, no, let's go back before that. There's two people that are running this. I actually don't know. I've met one of them, but I don't really know him. The other one, unfortunately, I do know. So I won't be talking about the other one that I don't know, but I do know someone called Syndicate, and he's a very... I'm trying to be diplomatic. Why the fuck am I trying to be diplomatic? Probably because a diplomat. He's a very interesting character. He has a very interesting way about him, and it's interesting to look at. He seems to be like this unstoppable force of wrongness. Why am I being like this? He's a cunt. Sorry, he's an absolute cunt. And he's always been a cunt. And he's always been like that. He's just a fucking cunt. And I work with someone who is affected by the shit he's done as well. In fact, I know a load of people who's been affected by stupid fucking things that he's done. And these are people who have actually tried to help him, actively tried to help him. Sorry, I apologise for not being able to talk. It's because I'm on the borderline of not giving a shit about this right now. So I'm trying to keep interested. The only way I can do that is by thinking about technology at the same time, because I really want this preamp. I can't decide whether to get it or not. So I'm going to keep thinking about that at the same time. Yeah, he's a real fucking slime bag. And he's been tricking people into spending their hard-earned money on his website through deception and deceit, and it will, of course, be resolved legally, I hope, in terms of huge fines or hopefully worse. Because some of this stuff needs to go punished. Now, you might think this is harsh. Actually, it's not, because it's complete deception. I don't know if you're going to have a look at someone who actually gives a shit and has actually explained the parameters of this CSGO Lotto. It's really grim. Like, there's better channels for that stuff. I'm just quantifying the person he is, because, for instance, I don't know how many years ago it was, he had this logo that was unlicensed at the time. I mean, he was using an unlicensed logo on YouTube for a very long time. Think of that. But so I decided to buy it. It was from a shop. Actually, I decided to license it. I didn't even buy it outright. So I decided to license this design, which you can do, obviously. And I thought he would like it as a present. It wasn't cheap, but I thought he was all right. He'd actually helped us at the time with Play the Game Co. Well, technically he'd helped us, but I figured out in the end it actually served him more, way more than us. But so I did that, and then it all just went up in arms. Like, it just was this huge thing that he then called me out saying that I don't even know what it was actually at the end of it, but it just went mental all of a sudden. And then there was this kind of weird back and forth with him that was like very strange. I just thought, what world do I live in where this boy, or I don't even know how old he is. I have no idea. I don't really know all that much about him, to be honest. But this person is the only reason I know what he looks like now is because I just saw a thumbnail on someone else's video of his face, and he's got that kind of Nigel Farage face. I think it's instantly spittatable, and I like it. It's a nice thing to look at. So I just wanted to testify and say that he is the kind of person, definitely the kind of person who would do these horrendous things to people, and there's no question about that. He's completely in on it, and if there's ever any need for me to testify against what kind of person he is morally, then I would of course do that, because it is really bad. This whole thing is really, really bad. And I don't normally make videos like these about specific people. It's not even like an attack video. I don't even know what this is, but I just wanted to qualify that he is something negative. And he'll hide behind shouting and Minecraft and all sorts of shit that kids like. But he is something subservient. And that's a shame, because he didn't really need to take that route, especially with the CS Lotto thing. It wasn't necessary for him to do. I think he did actually take my advice once, because I was saying that he should actually get into like either merchandise or have a product of some sort. And I remember seeing at Eurogamer, they had like Syndicate apparel, like for people who like that kind of stuff. They had that kind of stuff. So that's really good, and I'm hoping he's not raping anyone on that side. But on the other side, he needs to stop that immediately, because it's going to land him in, well, it will land him in a whole world of trouble, because it is contentious and deceitful. So there you go, that's my 2 cents. I'm sure there's loads of people on here who are going to hate the fact that I said anything negative about Syndicate, because he is, I don't know what he is, but he is what he is. And I know him, and I can imagine him doing that. So there you go. Thanks, bye.